Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, everybody. I am your host, Dr. Trotter, and today we pick up where we left off in the last episode. Oh, by the way, speaking of the last episode, let me show you something. Where do I gotta go? I guess here will work. Yeah, look up top here. Check out our monies. 232,295. What? Say what? Ballin'. 32.5 science points, which means I think we can do some more science. Yes! General rocketry, stability, and survivability. Survivability, yeah, who needs that, right? But yeah, we got all that from just completing those last couple of contracts that we had. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the previous video. It's worth it. And you'll know what we're doing today. We are continuing on. But before we do, let's get us some scientific points spent. What do we got in general rocketry? Ooh, we'll get a fuel tank. That's good. I do like me a fuel tank. Thumper solid fuel booster. That's a long burn solid fuel booster. Has a 250 kilonewton thrust at sea level and 300 kilonewtons in a vacuum. Not bad at all. Especially starting off, trying to get up places and things. Yeah, not bad. So we may want to go this route. And another engine, so that could be cool. Stability. Ooh, stability is good. Lifting surface. Nothing is really known about this. Use it at your own risk. Yeah, stuff. Decouplers are so nice. Aerodynamic nose cone. I don't know how much aerodynamics plays into things right now. Maybe at a later point they will, but for now I'm not worried about that. So really on this one we're just looking at getting the winglet and the decoupler. What about survivability? Let's see what we got. A heat shield. Oh, a heat shield would be nice. I gotta admit, that would be nice. Active radiator. I don't have anything that needs a radiator, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I do. I don't know. Landing legs. I'm not landing on the moon anytime soon, so that's not a big deal. Radial parachutes. Those are good for heavier stuff, but we're really not doing heavier stuff right now. So I don't think, we're barely leaving the atmosphere, so I don't think we needed that either. And a service bay. That is really good for when you're doing more hardcore science experiments. You could pack that thing full of batteries and mysterious goo capsules, all sorts of good stuff. But for us, I don't think survivability is really all that important right now. So we're looking at stability or general rocketry. Ooh. Well, then again, survivability does have the heat shield, which is pretty important. Ooh. But I think general rocketry is the way to go. That'll leave us with 12, which means we only need 3 more points to get survivability, or 5 more points to get 6 more points to get stability. Yeah, we're gonna go with general rocketry just so we can knock out some stuff, some contracts. So there you have it. We will now have the swivel liquid fuel engine, the thumper solid fuel booster, and the FLT200 fuel tank. All good things. Let's go into the vehicle assembly building and we'll check out what kind of contracts we have available to us right now, or not available, but what we actually have to do. Let's see. Have RT5 Flea solid fuel booster, Kerbal flying, 57,000 to 60. Okay. Should we try to do that? What do we got? Let's start off with our usual. Give us a parachute for that, shall we? Oop. And here you can see we've got the new part. Ta-da! Let's just stick that on there. Handy. I don't know if we want this. I believe this will take us too far too fast, so we're not going to use that right now. We may tack on a fuel tank. Yeah. Oh, before we do that, let's move that to the side. Construction. Let's get the decoupler in here. Alright, now we'll stick the fuel tank back on. And let's put ourselves an engine on there. We got the swivel. Reliant. I want the swivel because I do believe that will help us steer. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Let's check something real quick. Let's see. Crash launch 7, thrust 168 and 200, 200 and 215. Okay, yeah, I want the lower thrust engine. We're not going so far and so fast that we need to do things like that. So, yeah, let's just do it this way. Yep, we're going to move that down there because we are testing the RT5. RT5, solid rocket booster. We'll put that there, and then we'll put on a decoupler so that when we fire the RT5, we're not, you know, we haven't used the RT5 to get up there. Here's the plan. I'm going to use a booster to get us up sufficient, you know, up high. I'm going to use the liquid, then dump that, use the liquid engine to get us into that range. Then the reason you need a liquid engine is because if you look down in that lower right, it says speed, 20 meters per second to 200 meters per second. A liquid fuel engine is throttleable, and that is important to achieving that, that speed requirement there. So, what we have here is looking good. I'm going to stick another decoupler on there. And what about some kind of a... We'll try this. Yeah, I think that looks good. And we may want to throw some stability on there. We'll radially... And let's see, let's line this up with something. Ooh, I got a sneeze coming on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Just two? They always come in threes. Not today, though. Haha. Defeated it. Okay, so now we've got some stability on there. Admittedly, not a lot. But I think it will do. Let's check our staging. Yep. Fire that. Then ditch that. Fire that. Then ditch that. Then fire that. Then ditch it, and down we come. Okay, let's launch this. See if we can't get this contract out. I'm going to keep that contract window open in the upper right, just so that I can tell. As you see, that you get little green check marks when you meet that requirement. So, we have the RT5 Fleet Solid Fuel Booster. Yes. We're on Kerbin. Yes. Are we flying? Not yet. Let's get to altitude 57,000 meters and try to get our speed hopefully somewhere within this 20 to 200 meters per second range. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Yeah, baby. This isn't going to get us very far. Oh, one of the other things I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and throttle up my next stage so it's ready to go. Alright. You'll notice that the green check mark by flying is there. Oh yeah, we got speed for days. We'll ditch that. And we'll fire that. I'm not gonna... I don't want to increase my speed. I just want to get up to 57. Oh, stability. Stability! Alright. We'll revert that to the assembly building. Let's try this again. There's a neat trick you can do. It's not really a trick. I mean, a trick implies that it's unknown or not there to help you out, when in fact you can use these buttons here to look at your center of thrust, your center of lift, and your center of mass. I use those sometimes and sometimes not. Today's going to be one of the nots. I will add on some more. Let's get some. There we go. Now here's the neat trick for those of you who are just starting off playing and you're trying to keep things symmetrical. You'll notice on the floor here, let me zoom in a little bit. You'll notice on the floor here, get out of here. You see these white lines just underneath the exhaust nozzle there? That is perfectly horizontal across the floor. You got the same thing in the back, and you got the same thing on this side, and then towards the front, you've got these two lines. And if you just line up your rocket in there, it lets you get right smack dab on that ventral or dorsal side, whatever you want to call it, and line things up really well. So just a little FYI for you. What did I do with my fin? There we go. Let's get this radially symmetrical right about there. You could also use angle snap down on the lower left. That helps. right there. I think that'll help us out. Let's try this again. I have no idea how many iterations this is going to take, but, you know, we do what we do. 3, 2, 1, launch! Looking good. Jebediah Kerman all smiles. Because he ain't scared of nothing. Jebediah Kerman, nobody really knows this, but he grew up in the equivalent of the Bronx on Kerbal back in the 60s and 70s, so he's kind of a tough cookie. This doesn't bother him a bit. Alright, I didn't throttle up nearly as much this time. I'm trying to keep my fuel reserves a little bit better this time because we're only at 8,000 meters and our contract says we need to get to 57. Now the neat thing is, as we get higher in the atmosphere, there will be less drag, so our fuel will go longer. However, I don't know if this is going to be enough. We're about halfway through our fuel and only at 14,000 meters. So, we'll see. The other downside is when we launch this booster, we'll probably be pointing straight up, and it'll fling us pretty far outside of the atmosphere, and I don't have a heat shield, so yeah, nowhere near where we needed to be. Yeesh. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at our orbital map just to see what our apoapsis is going to be. 39 and change, nowhere near the 52. Alright, well, we try this again. Yep, revert flight. We need to get a little bit more oomph behind us. So, I think what we'll do is get rid of the little nubby. Oh, that is... I thought I had the flea down there, but that is actually the bigger one. What do I got for engines? Oh, boy. Well, there is always one thing I can do. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Let's add on some more fuel tanks. Which ain't bad. Except that now we gotta reset these fins. And I shall put them there. Slap back on the swivel. Then we'll put back on the decoupler. Yeah, sure. Just like that. And once again, we will boost the whole thing and call it good. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do this thing. Chicken wing. Check our staging. Boom, decouple. Boom, decouple. Boom, test complete. The couple come home. Alright, we're looking good, guys. Yeah, we could do this. 3, 2, 1, launch! Oh, I was worried that that booster wouldn't have enough to lift all these fuel tanks up, but it looks like we'll be okay. It's not going to get us up very high, that's for sure. It's burning through fuel at its normal rate, and the thrust provided just is not really getting us too fast too soon. Which actually is not a bad thing, because engines are more efficient when you're not pushing as much air out of the way. So we'll decouple this. Fire that. Oh, much better. Much better. We are still gaining a little bit of speed, but we're going to keep it right around that 250 mark for now as we gain altitude. One thing I got to see, do I have SAS? I do have SAS. Cool. That helps with stability a little bit. This should give us considerably more height and much closer to our goal of 57,000 meters. And yeah, cross your fingers. Now, in the first episode I told you I don't know how these videos would come out as far as editing goes, because there's a lot of sort of wait and see, and you'll see that that's what we're doing right now. And I'm just kind of filling in the gap. So we're at 17,000 meters, 18,000 meters, half a tank. Oh, we'll be cutting it close. I may just go ahead and... I don't want to throttle up too much because of that speed requirement. 20 meters to 200 meters per second. 24. Ooh, really got to throttle back. Yeah, we're just going to hum along here. Just like this. Drop our speed. Oh, yeah. Okay, a little bit more, because we're still pretty far away from 57,000 meters. I think somewhere in the 40s I'll just pretty much kill it. And hopefully glide the next 10,000 meters or so. Alright, there's 40. And we're 600 meters. We're going to drop our speed. 50. Ooh, we don't have much fuel left anyway. This is going to be close. 50,000 meters. 51, 52. Oh, we're there. We are in like Flynn. Our speed is coming down. 55. Ooh. Good thing we've got that that margin there, 57,000 to 64,000 meters, because it's going to take me a few thousand meters. Oh, are we even going to hit it? Oh, come on. I've only got... Oh, yeah. We're going to go ahead and ditch that in preparation for firing our next stage. And as soon as we get below 2,000 meters, we're going to light this puppy. Oh, dang it. Did you notice what happened? We lost that window. We went above 64,000 before we got below 200 meters per second. Well, let's just see if we come back down at a reasonable clip, because we do hit. Okay, we need to get that altitude. We're below the 200 meters per second. 60. Come on. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna do it. 130. Come on. 150. I'm waiting for that altitude to come down. 170, 180, 190. Not gonna happen. See, it's so difficult. All right. Let's just fire somewhere. Woohoo! That's an awesome view. All right. Detach from that. And we could revert, but let's just whip us around and... Yeah, let's revert. We didn't make it on that one. But I will tell you what, we could just go ahead and launch again, because the solution is there. We had the throttle up just a little too far. So, 3, 2, 1, launch. We're going to try this again. Gemini Kerman once again looking spectacular with his flat top haircut and his bulging eyes, wide tooth grin, ginormous cylindrical head. It's good to be a Kerbal. Ditch that. We'll fire second stage. Hopefully this one will do. We shall see. I'm not going to throttle up too much this time. We just don't need it. Yeah, I mean, really. Let's get our contract back up here so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and throttle down right now. I don't really want to get above 400 meters per second. It proved just not to be worth it last time. You can see we're increasing speed. I really don't want to be fickle on the throttle. I want to maintain about the speed that we've got. And it looks like we are pretty much 387, 388, 389. Nope, throttle down just a touch. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is good. Although as the atmosphere thins, we are picking up speed, so something to be conscientious of. I think that's what happened on the last launch, to be honest. We got up into the thinner atmosphere, not as much drag, so our engine became more efficient. Shame, really. Dang efficient engines. Drop my throttle a little bit more. At this point, I would not be adverse to losing speed, except that we don't have much in the way of fuel left. So, and we're actually still picking up speed. So yeah, let's just kill the engine and see what happens. Remember, we only need to get above 57,000. The 200 meters per second is not a big deal because the range is 220 to 200. That's a huge range. So as long as we get that altitude correct, I'll be feeling really good. Speed is dropping off drastically, so we'll kill our descent a little bit. Keep us going upwards and onwards. Yeah, this is cool. About to break the 50,000 meter mark, 7,000 meters to go. Our fuel is holding nicely. Our orbital speed is looking good. I think this is it right here. I think this is the one. Come on, Jebediah. Ooh. I'll tell you what though, fuel is going down. And we're still a couple thousand meters away. Oh, baby. 54. Does that give it to us? Oh, 55. Oh, and that's it. There's my fuel. I think I may have mismanaged my fuel on this one. No. Oh, my God. Try again. Revert flight to launch. Okay, I think this is right. 3, 2, 1, launch. Turn on our SAS to keep us going straight vertical. And we'll see how this one goes. It looks good. I mean, as far as rockets go, fins and flames, cockpit, nose cone, parachute, decouplers, fuel tanks, all good things. Ditch the extra mass and turn on the rocket. I'm not gonna speed up so much in this lower atmosphere. I'm gonna wait till we're into the lighter blue on the atmosphere bar up top. And then we'll throttle it a little bit more, gain a little bit more altitude. And then throttle back, hopefully in time to meet that altitude requirement. Let's go ahead and get our contract window up. Okay, we're into some thin atmosphere. Let's go ahead and throttle up a little bit. Not too much, but I need to get altitude and speed. Because the thing with speed is it carries with you even after you kill the throttle. So it's just a matter of throttling it correctly. So let's drop it down. Start bleeding it off. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to kill it right here. I know it seems awfully low at 20, but my fuel's getting low, and I really don't want to have to go back and add another fuel tank. I've already got 3 fuel tanks on here, and that one booster's really having a hard time pushing this forward. On the bright side, let's see if we can get a crew report, and it's worth 4.5 science. Yes, we'll keep that. Thank you so very much. Thanks, Jebediah. You the man. Hello, Jebediah? He's in there somewhere. Can we see him? No, there is no internal structure in this. We're just plowing through all the different stages. Dang it. Where are we at on altitude and speed? 200 and falling on the speed. 37. Let's give us some juice. Yep. I think right about there should do. Yeah, we'll give us some juice. We've got no air to worry about up this high, so let's take advantage of that and build some speed. I think that is plenty. 42. Keep it going just a little bit. A little bit more. I don't want to lose any. We're low enough in the range of orbital speed right now that I don't know. You know what? I'm going to risk it. We're just going to goose this and see if that carries us the rest of the way. And you know what? Let's go ahead and ditch that. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Oh yeah, baby. Speed's dropping. I'm going to point us in a direction towards land. 57. And we're below 200 fire. Yes! We completed the contract because why? That's how we roll. That's how Jebediah Kerman performs. That's why he's the man. The Kerbal, whatever you want to call him. And there we have it. All things are green, and the header itself, Hull RT5 Fleet Solid Fuel Booster into flight above Kerbin, is green. Yeah. And we got science out of this too. I think we got science both for the launch itself and for the crew report that we had him take. So at this point, I think we can go ahead and decouple, turn off the SAS, and fall gently back to Earth. And by gently, I mean at a rate sufficiently enough to make one poop themselves, but Jebediah won't have any problem at all. He's been here. He's an old pro. He knows what he's doing. Now this is cool dynamic. I like this. You'll notice as we come back down into the atmosphere, the capsule rights itself due to the aerodynamic forces. So we do know that aerodynamics plays a role somewhat. I'm still not sold on the nose cones though. I don't know. We'll find out. But our speed's not very much. It's only 930, and yeah, it's rising a little bit, but I don't anticipate it to get up enough to do any serious atmospheric heating. And if you look at this, you could see nothing. You can't see anything. I thought that there might be a temperature report on there, but obviously not. Whatever. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Now I could speed up the time on this, do a little time warpage, but I really don't think we need to. I think we ought to just watch this one come back down and allow Jebediah Kerman his moment of celebration, his peaceful ride. Let him linger in the moment as the blackness of space fades back into the blueness of the atmosphere of Kerbal. Yep, that's cool. And the cool thing is too, we're not even into a whole lot of technical stuff yet. In a few episodes, I'm sure there's going to be a orbital rendezvous. We'll go have encounters with the Moon and Minmus, which are a couple of satellites of Kerbin. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what the planet's name was. Oh yeah, atmospheric heating coming on strong. Ooh, come on, baby, slow down. I need that parachute to stay operational. All right, I think we're gonna do it. Our speed is dropping quickly as we come down into the thicker parts of the atmosphere. Supersonic vapor trail behind us. That is kind of a neat dynamic. I've always liked that. 400 meters per second. Our chute will be deployable at, I think, 250. And now we're really in the thick part. You'll notice that we're slowing down quite a bit faster. 270, 260, 250. Our chute shows green. So we're going to go ahead and pop that puppy open. And safely down we come. And not a moment too soon. There's our shadow. I have no idea what the elevation here is, but it's higher than sea level. And keep in mind, your altitude gauge up at the top there, that's in sea level terms. So always something to be wary about. Yeah, done good on this one, Jebediah. Congrats. Congratulations. You are the very first Kerbin to go Mach 17 in the atmosphere. And I don't know why I'm talking like the Count from Sesame Street. One Jebediah Kerman. Two. That was stupid. I should probably edit that out. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 0.5, 0.25, 0. Let's recover the vessel and congratulate ourselves for a job well done. What do we get? Come on, show me what we get. Alright, so we got 5.3 science earned, which brings our total back up to 22. So that's great. We could go back into R&D and pick another research topic. Parts. We got some monopropellant back. Do we? Quantity 10, it says. Alright, whatever. The command pod and the parachute. So our funds, we've kept 939 of the funds, which keeps our, or brings our total to 273,862. And then crew, no XP gain for Jebediah Kerman. That's okay. So, let's see here. We've got some money, we've got some science. Survivability. Yep, we get the heat shield out of that. I don't know what the heat tolerance is of the capsule that we already have. But I do know a radial decoupler is really nice. But 18, 15. Yeah, you know, I think we're going to go for the survivability because... can I right click? Can I right? No, can't right click on that. Yeah, survivability, parachutes, landing legs, and science bays. So the question remains, which one are we going to choose? I think because we're not anywhere near... Ooh, you know what though? Survivability. That heat shield looks mighty, mighty fine. And we can collect more. Oh, we don't have the science yet. Oh, how far do we gotta get before we get to sciencey stuff? I don't know. Electronics? No. Advanced electronics? Where's my science? Science tech. Lord, seriously? Precision measurements, miniaturization, basic science. Oh. Okay, so if we're going to be getting science anytime soon, like decent science, we're going to have to start... Yeah, we're going to have to start down this path of survivability. So that's what we're going to do. So, yep, we'll spend our money there, which leaves us 7.8 research points. And while we're here, let's do one other thing. We've got $273,000 to spend. Let's upgrade a facility, shall we? What can we do? What does it take to upgrade this? 225. Max parts supported 30. I don't really need that yet, but a tracking station. Orbits visible in the map. Yeah, that's going to be needed fairly soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, if I can get my buttons right. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Boom! Upgraded. Now, when we come in here, we can go into the tracking station, and it'll actually show us orbits of things like the moon. And notice that it's M-U-N, not M-O-O-N. Altitude 11,400,000 meters from the surface of Kerbin. So we're in the... Yes, hi. We're in the tracking station. This is the tracking station facility, and here you can view all of the solar system, as well as the current positions and trajectories of all ongoing missions. When you have... Ooh, what do we have here? Squirrel. Jinx Adventure. Location. Dinkelstein Kerman's Construction Emporium. That's cool. Yeah. We can see things. Got it. So cool. We've upgraded the tracking station. We can zoom out and see orbits of things. Is this Minmus? That is Minmus. Not all that difficult to get to. A decent little jaunt. Some say easier to get to than the moon. I don't know about that. They're probably correct. But maybe not. I don't know. It's on an inclined orbit, so there's that issue. You'd have to correct your inclination to get a good rendezvous. But, whatever. So there you have it. That's one mission completed. I think we're out of contracts for the time being. Let us check. We are. That is it. That is the contracts. We're going to call the episode here, guys. I hope you like what you see. If you did, don't forget hit that like button down below. It helps. I can't tell you how much it helps. It truly helps. Not only does it help, my search results so people can find me, but it just gives me good inspiration to keep making videos. So mash that like button if you like it. If you don't like it, if you thought this was horrible, there's a dislike button too. Feel free to hit that. Please don't. My feelings are fragile. Please don't. And as always, subscribe. I am here for you. Until next time, I'm out here. Peace.